Well, the Lingfield Million race last year, it was soft oil ground. I mean, the 2-3 meetings beforehand had been cancelled. None of us really expected it to go ahead. It went ahead, and it was a fantastic day's racing. It had some good runners, and I don't know. I just really enjoyed the day. They looked after us really well. The syndicate of people were there to watch, and they all went away thinking it was fantastic. It's even better when you go and win a race like that. So it was a good day.
I thought it was brilliant. It was really good racing, really competitive racing, with good horses there. The prize money's great. To be fair to ARC, they have pumped a lot of prize money into it, and I think it's a really good target for horses that really like soft ground.
It does make a big difference when you go to racecourses that are cater for syndicates, and Lingfield are very good at that. A lot of individual owners get slightly annoyed about the fact that the syndicates get more attention, but at the end of it, if individual owners are going well looked after, syndicates must come in there. They are the future of racing.
Lingfield to ride is a really fair track. Obviously the ground can get very testing there, but it seems to have been a bit better in the past few years. I think they did a bit of work on the drainage, which seems to have worked. But I enjoy riding there, and yeah, it's a nice big track.
Well, because I remember it was called Leafy Lingfield when there were trees in the middle of the course until they all got knocked down. It's a dire stayers course. It's a slightly old-fashioned course. You've got to have a horse that handles heavy ground. So, you've got Lingfield heavy and you've got Foss Lads heavy. They're two unique courses that have very unique situations. And you've got a horse that handles the ground. You've got a horse that will win around there. He's just a very competitive individual. He's quirky. He has his own way of racing. He looks for the first half mile or mile of the race that he's not going anywhere, and suddenly gets himself going. If you go back to the Million race last year, he was headed about 3 times after last, and then came back and won out on the line. So he's a good, interesting character to deal with.
And they're off for our feature race, the Fleur de Lis Chase.
It was a fantastic race to watch, yeah, we all went away thinking, great day, great race course, great day out.
Here's the last. 2 for gold. Bristol de May, Dash or Drasher all have a chance. It's 2 for gold. Here's the grey Bristol de May running on strongly. Then Dash or Drasher, Itchy Feet running on as well. 2 for gold the centre to Dash or Drasher, who's fighting back. Bristol de May stands side. It's now in the far side. Dash or Drasher from 2 for gold. Very close. 2 for gold and Dash or Drasher.
Well, I was standing on the line, so at least I could see. That was about the only consolation. I didn't think we'd get there, but David Bass was very confident he would do. But that's David Bass for you.
It was a great day. He didn't really travel early on. We went a really good gallop. He can be a little bit like that. And then he sort of came back on the bridle just before we went to climb the hill. And I ended up being in front quite soon. And then he can idle in front, but luckily he had 2 horses either side of him, Bristol de Mai and Dash or Drasher, and it sort of helped us along, and we got the better of him in a tight finish. Good race.
I think 2 mile 6 is probably his best trip. He doesn't really. He gets 3 miles. The Grand National was a pie in the sky run, really, in many respects. He had I just feel it's just unfortunate they only had to pay David Bass for 2 miles of sheer enjoyment till he pulled him up, because he had a fantastic run round on him. He went back there this year, and the ground was quick enough. We won't go back to Aintree again. All being well, he'll go back to the Ascot race he ran in last year when he was second in the Grade 1, and First Flow is planned to go in that race as well. So that'll be if they do both end up there, it'll be an interesting decision for David Bass to make. I'd certainly be confident he's in a similar place he was last year. I think this could be a slightly more competitive race this year, certainly if 1 or 2 of the Irish horses are threatening to come across turn up. It's been his plan all season. We were due to run at Ascot in December. The ground was far too quick for him, so we didn't make an entry. And this has always been his race, so we had nowhere else to go.
He seems in great form. I schooled him the other day, and he felt really good. Ebony rides every day. She's been happy with him. So yeah, no, he seems in good form. The race, I mean, it's the perfect sort of race for him. 2.6 on very, very heavy ground is literally ideal for him. Obviously, for the money, it's going to be ultra competitive. So it's not going to be easy to go and defend his crown, but we'll give it a good go.
When you get Lingfield and the Millions and ARC putting this sort of prize money in, and they really do need to have the good horses there. For us, we want to try and win the race, so we don't need the serious opposition. But for the racecourse's point of view, the better horses they get, the better the racing for them. We might have a mare who won a bumper the other day, and she does the Mares' Novice Hurdle on the Friday, and then obviously Phantom Getaway, a syndicate horse, will run on the Saturday, will possibly run the 3 mile Novice Hurdle, and he could also be entered in the handicap as well, but he loves very soft ground, so he's going to get that.